Okay, what running teaches you that the world essentially wants, that employers want, that people look for in people. If you ask 99% of employers what they would take, whether they would take somebody with a strong work ethic, who was relentless, had plenty of drive, or somebody super talented, what would they take? They would take option A all day long. If you get somebody with strong work ethic, who's relentless, super driven, determined, like this little mofo here, that person can learn and develop into what that company needs. It's as simple as that. So running can improve your career, can improve how far you can get in life, can improve every aspect of your life, because what you will start to realize is that, first of all, running's not actually easy. It's very, very simple. It's very simple to know what to do, but it's a process of moving forward intelligently. So what do you need to do to move forward optimally? And to be able to do that and move forward, you need to be relentless. You need to be determined. You need to become almost obsessed, if not obsessed, with your craft, with your hobby, with whatever it is that you want to turn running into. Your work ethic has to be super, super strong. You can be talented and you can do well for a short period of time. It's only going to be a short period of time, and then you'll wake up because all of a sudden you'll start coming up against competitors that are also talented but have got the strong work ethic as well, and you'll never ever be able to compete against those people. It happens that you'll see it in the school system. It happens to kids all the time. Talented because maybe they play another sport, all of a sudden they get to maybe county championships or English championships or whatever in the UK, and they'll come up against kids that are talented and they put in the work as well, and that's a real life shock. And they've been winning so far in their career, and all of a sudden they come up against strong competition and it blows their mind, and a lot of the time they leave the sport and do something more simple because they're not used to failure. And that's another thing, running will get you used to failing, and it's so important that if you have kids, if you're a kid, if you're watching this, get used to failing, because the more times you fail, the more times you pick yourself up and go again, the more relentless you are. That is the definition of relentless. Somebody who kind of gets hit and gets up again and goes again with the same level of enthusiasm. If you're in a sales role right now, the definition of relentless, the definition of determination is making 99 sales calls and getting rejected 99 times, but getting on the call the 100th time and getting that sale, but being as enthusiastic on that 100th call. That mentality will beat talent all day long, and it's so much more attractive, and that will lead you so much further than talent. If you're talented, if you're an amazing salesperson, and you have, you pick up the phone, you talk to somebody and you win first time, you're gonna have made one call, one sale, great, fantastic, no worries, but where's the learning? You've not put the 100 in like that person. So when that person starts to build the quality, because they're having the training of making 100 calls before they make a sale, all of a sudden they're gonna build that quality, then the ratio is gonna get better. So maybe it goes from a 1% success rate, like getting one sale out of 100, to 2% equals 2 sales, 5%, 5 sales, 10%, 10. And all of a sudden the other person is still trying to build the work ethic in order to pick up the phone 10 times, in order to make 10, if their success rate continues at 100% success rate. The talent it's a myth, as Steve Prefontaine said. It's so much more important to have a work ethic, and running will build that work ethic for you. It also makes you a stubborn motherfucker. For me, you can use all these words: relentless, determined, driven. I'm all those things. I promise, I'm all those things. And maybe some of that came from nature, but it's been nurtured over time. So that with my school system, with my athletics, with my running later on in life, with ultra running, you have to be stubborn. You have to be, this is happening, no matter what, I am gonna make, my cat's got the mouse. The computer mouse. Whatever happens in this race, and you're gonna come up against problems. So it's problem solving along the go, which is another life skill. You're going to come up against problems in a marathon. You're going to come up against problems in an ultra marathon. So how do you deal with those problems? How do you get over those problems and move on? So it's problem solving on the go. And that is, again, it's a critical life skill that you've got to, if you're working in a big company right now, if you're working in a big corporate company, and you're the type of person who's constantly taking problems to the team manager or their boss or whatever, versus the person who's taking, right, this is the problem, these are the 3 solutions that I can think of. Of course, that second person is bringing the solutions, he or she is bringing the options, rather than just, this is the problem, can somebody else fix it? What use is that? So that will help you in all aspects of your life, whether it's career, whether it's relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's just sport. And for me, sport has always been the perfect metaphor for life. And the life skills you learn as a kid, if you're doing a team sport, if you're playing football, it's like teamwork. You learn how to fail, as I said before. You learn how to collaborate with your team in order to be as effective as a collective, that rhymes, and win. Or fail and then learn and go again, like get better as a team. You learn that it's not all about the individual, it's about the team. You learn that there's different factors that help that team, the team manager, the team coach, the person who brings the wet sponge on or the oranges on at the half time. You learn that it's a team game and there's back office people involved, the support staff involved helping your success. So you learn to be appreciative of all those things that are going on. In a solo sport like running, you learn that over time that those people in your athletic club, that there are people that naturally are more gifted. Naturally, if you put them in a lab, they're going to have a bigger VO2 max than you. They're going to have the lactate threshold is going to be higher than you. But that's only for a certain amount of time. VO2 max is hereditary, but it's not actually that important for long distance running, for ultra running and for marathon running. Lactate threshold is more important, and that can be improved over time. So your work ethic is going to help that so much. And your lactate threshold, it sounds like a fancy word. All it is that point when your body starts to produce more lactic acid than your body is able to clear, and therefore you go into basically a red zone that you can only be in for so long. So your zones will go into depth in another, and we'll make it super simple in another video so that everything's, but there's so many life lessons you can learn from running and then implement into real life. And you'll find over time, over the months and years, everything in life seems so much more easier because you're dealing with it in real terms, in the real struggle, in a running race, in training, in consistent training over long periods of time. You're dealing with those things on the go. And if you're able to do that, everything in life seems simple. Whether it's business, whether it's finances, whether it's relationships, friendships, whatever it is you're trying to do and achieve with your life is much easier because you have running as the perfect metaphor for life.